Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is Jeremy with JK Photography 413. I posted this image that you guys see on this screen on a couple of our social media platforms, and I got a lot of hits on it. A lot of people asking how I got this look. So I told them I'd create a video and post it and see how this does. If you like this video, stay tuned for more. Like and follow our page. You can also check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and all the other social medias. I'll include those links below. So, how we went from this image to this was actually pretty simple. I'm not a pro by any means. I'm learning exactly how you guys are by watching YouTube videos, so I hope that this helps you guys a lot. Um, but let's get started. So, the first thing that we're going to do with this image is we're going to go to the plain one. So the first thing we're going to do is create a copy of the background layer. And to do that, you'll hit Control and then the J uh, key. So from there, we're going to come to the text and then making sure that the color is in black or just in type whatever we want. In this instance, I'm going to put Connor. I know you can't really see it. That's because it's in black, but we're going to increase it to 150. I know that there's several different ways to do this, but this is how I like to do it. That way I get it just right. So you can barely see it in there. I'm going to expand this out just like that. Make it as even as possible. Uh, just like that. All right, so you guys can see Connor there. The main thing is make sure that this is in black. You can also do white. White gives it a different look. But for this instance, we're going to use black. So now what we're going to do is right click on the text line here, and then we're going to go up to blend options. And here, so first thing we're going to do is add an outline to it. I usually do white for something like this because I want to kind of blend it in. You can do any color you want. Uh, you can also make it any size you want. It's completely up to you. I like a little bit thinner. You can also do indoor or inside or outside or center, however you want it. I also like to add a drop shadow. It just gives it a little bit more details around his face. Um, and so you guys can see it kind of like shadowing on his face there. And then another thing I like to do, which I've been doing a lot of this, is doing this emboss, however you pronounce it, in contour. So this just gives it that 3D ish look. I love that look. So I'm going to start doing that. And I'm going to change the size a little bit because I don't want it too much. So from there, I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to do another text layer of the 2025. Uh, 25. And you can name this however you want. You don't have to do 2025. I'm just doing this as for this. So one thing is for this, so you see how close these are? I don't want it to be that close. I want there to be a little bit more space in between there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this and then come over here to properties. If you don't have it here, you can also get to it by Windows and then go to properties here, and it'll open up a window. But you can come here and see this VA with the arrows pointing left and right. You can just come here. Negative is closer to each other. Positive is further away. So I'm just going to do that. So I'm happy with one. You can also type it. Click on there and type. Yeah, let's go with that one. So I did 150. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing. I know that there's a way for you to copy layer style and paste that in there. There we go. So it has the exact same settings. All right. So from there, we're going to go back to the main layer, or layer 1, the first layer that we did. And from here, we're going to do select subject. If that doesn't come up for you, you may have to come up here and hit the selection tool here. And then go down, you'll see that box there. This is the AI tool. I absolutely love this tool because I have never been one to be able to select people properly or select items properly or mask and all that. So this comes in quite handy. So once you select it, hit Control C and then Control V to paste it. So now you'll have a new layer. The first one, you're going to click and drag it above Connor. And now you can increase that. Connor will be behind him if you're doing it right. And then you're going to hit the Alt key, or on Macs is that special one next to Control. I don't know the name of it. I'm not a Mac person. But anyways, and then you're going to go right in between here, these two layers, and you should see a symbol like this with the arrow in the box. If you click that, it will take it directly to that layer. It will assign it to that layer only. To where if you get rid of that, you won't see that image anywhere else. So just to show you, see nothing. Now if you bring that back, you'll see it. So now we're going to bring back the 2025. Now we can do this one or two ways. We can go ahead and make a copy of this, paste it above 2025. But I like to do things the easy way. So we're going to come here to layer 2 and then come here to this new layer. And we're going to do a black and white layer. So right now, the entire image is black and white. I only want it to be to this layer 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down Alt again, go right between there, and I'll only assign it to that layer 2, which is Connor. So now what we can do is hit Control, hold down Control, and select both those layers right there. Hit Control C. That'll make a copy of it, and then go up to 2025, and then Control V. Now here, you will need to maneuver around your person. If you press and hold Control T, it will select the person or the layer. You just click on them and drag them to the right spot. Usually I go to where I don't see the background anywhere. And then assign it to the 2025 by holding Alt key on your keyboard and then clicking in between layer 3 and 2025. We'll do the same thing. And then the same thing with the black and white layer. Press and hold Alt and select in between this little line right here in between black and white and layer 3. And there you go. You can change that if you don't want it to be black and white and you want it to be something else. You can do it another way, which I will show you now. So instead of choosing that black and white, you would come select layer 3 and then go up to filter and then camera raw filter. And then here you can, if you wanted a different color, you can do purples, or if you want a completely different color, you can come in here and mess with these however you want to do it. For this one, I'll go with blues. And color. There we go. That kind of looks kind of cool. So I'm going to go with that, then click OK, and it'll automatically change that. And then if it's too much, you can easily come here and dial down the opacity. You can take that down to however you want it. But for this instance, I'm going to keep it black and white. So that is how you do that. You can do this with anything. You can also use that for if you want the only the words to include the images. So if you just want like something similar to that, you can do it this exact same way, just without the background. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can do with this method. Um, all I can say is research. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos out there that can show you different things to do with Photoshop. I do appreciate you guys coming to mine. I am just starting off. I've only been doing photography for since 2019. I've been editing in Photoshop for a little less than a year now. Well, maybe a little over a year. But I'm still new to this, so I'm learning as well. I would love to continue this tutorial and upload more videos. So if you do like these videos, be sure to like down below and subscribe to my channel. That way it lets me know that you guys want more of these types of videos. And if you have any questions, comment down below and I'll respond to all the comments. And I appreciate you guys. I'm going to also leave my social media down below in the description. Feel free to follow me and or add me on social media. And I can't wait to hear your guys' reaction to this video and let me know if you want any more.